As a radio host on the most important radio station in the United States of America, I do have eyes in the back of my head. It's a requirement. And during the pledge, there were a number of people that were giving the salute. That means they served our nation. So to those of you who did that, we thank you very much. I want to recognize a few people who are here tonight. If you can give us a wave, stand up, whatever you wish to do, that would be great. We are very privileged tonight to be joined by Governor Bob Ray. Governor Ray, over there, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you, Governor. You're looking well. Very nice to see you. We're joined tonight by State Senator Mike Gronstal. No, he's not here. He's not seen the light yet? Wow. I'm sorry. We do have a state senator here. That is Jack Whitver. Jack. Good to see you, Jack. Jack was my dad's name, by the way. Have I ever told you that? Jack was my dad's name, so nice to see you, Jack. House Representative Peter Cowney's here. Over there. I know this guy's here. He was on my show before. Representative Chris Hagenow. Representative Eric Helland is here. Representative Kevin Kester is here. He was also on my show before. Representative Scott Racker is here. Supervisor Bob Brunel is here. Somewhere. Can't see you, Bob. They told me he was here. Supervisor E.J. Giovanni is here. Right over. Oh, nope. Can't see him either. It says here that he was a former U.S. attorney, but I happen to know he prefers to be called Hawkeye legend. Matt Whitaker is here. We also have a couple of candidates for the Iowa House. Jim Carley is here. Over there. And John Landon is here, who I know is over there because he already gave me his card. Self-publicity, very important. Good stuff. We also got to recognize a couple of sponsors, table sponsors. We've got Tom Lathan's table. Where are you guys? You're in here somewhere. Over there. There you go. And also the Strong America Now table is here somewhere as well. Over there. Okay, did I forget anybody? Matt Strawn is here, chairman of the Iowa GOP. How did you guys leave him off my list, huh? Terrible. Okay, if you've listened to me, then you've heard me say on the radio, I've already lived through where we're headed. I kind of thought I had a little bit more time before we were going to arrive at that particular station. But we are a bullet train right now. And we are getting there incredibly quickly. It is a phrase that's used a lot. This next election is the most important one in our lifetime. But I got to tell you, having lived through socialism, this is so important. I genuinely believe the republic is at stake. So next election is very important. One of the things we live with in a socialist country, and I keep getting asked if I'm from Australia. No. I was born in London, England. I am now a very proud and patriotic American. I am not a British American. And if you approach me, you approach me and suggest that, you better hope it's not one of those days that I'm packing. One of the most important things we have to deal with in a socialist country is nationalized health care. So Obamacare is going before the Supreme Court next year, and that's great. It's about time. Should have happened much sooner. We shouldn't even have messed around. The Supreme Court should have picked it up straight away because we all knew it was going to end up there. But I got to tell you, there are no guarantees that it is going to be kicked out. No guarantees they're going to regard even the mandates as unconstitutional. No guarantees at all. So it may well take a new Congress, a new president to make sure it is repealed. And repealed it must be. I know firsthand what living with government-run healthcare can do. It quite literally killed my dad. And I mean it literally. See, my dad had to have a minor procedure, and it really was a minor procedure. But because at the time he was a man of 75 years of age, the first thing they do is they make you wait 18 months. They won't officially acknowledge that, but that's what happens. The reason they make you wait 18 months is because they want to see if you're going to die. Because if you die, they don't have to spend the money. It's much cheaper than doing a surgery if you die. But my dad did not die. And so he went in for this minor procedure, which had been delayed 18 months. So he was 76 and a half when he had it done. While he was having the surgery, he had a stroke. The blood pressure and EKG machines, which monitor you when you have surgery, were old and were not functioning properly, and so they had no idea that my dad had had a stroke until they tried to wake him up. My dad was a very, very young man, because age has got absolutely nothing to do with how old you are. It's in here. He was a very young man. Overnight, he became a very old man, and he died shortly afterwards. We've heard about death panels, and we're told by the Democrats, no, there's no such thing as death panels. They don't exist. Yeah, they do. That doesn't mean we're going to look at my dad and say, should he live or die? It just means that there's general rules out there. So there's a death panel in the UK for drugs, for example. It has an acronym. That acronym is NICE, N-I-C-E, NICE. It stands for the National Institute for Clinical Excellence. Its only role is to say what drugs are and are not allowed. And the drugs that are and are not allowed are based almost entirely on cost. You see, these are not evil people. I really want to stress this. These are not evil people. These are people who have to keep within cost. Because unlike us, where if we're fortunate enough to have decent insurance, our healthcare costs are not limited by such things, when it's government-run healthcare, they are. So here's a couple, just a few. And I checked this today, by the way, with a doctor friend of mine. All these drugs are available in the United States. None of them are available in the United Kingdom. And my apologies for my pronunciation. Lapatinib. It's a drug that can temporarily hold back breast cancer, rejected by NICE on the grounds of expense. Azacitidine is a treatment for a range of blood and bone marrow conditions, chronic leukemia, acute myeloid leukemia. My pronunciation is terrible. The drug is estimated to cost around $80,000 per patient, banned by NICE. Aricept. This is an Alzheimer's drug, not available in the UK. Nexavar and Toracil, drugs for the treatment of kidney cancer patients, banned April 2009, even though both widely used in other European countries and, of course, here. So this all leads to Britain having some of the worst cancer survival rates in the developed world. A report by the Organization for the Economic Cooperation and Development compared medical data across Europe, the United States, Japan, and South Korea. It found that Britain came second to last in bowel cancer survival rates. Britain's survival rate is 51.6%, compared to ours here in the United States, 65.5%. Breast cancer survival rates are just as bad, and if you have a heart attack in the UK, well, 6.3% of you are going to die within 30 days, compared to the average across all those other countries of 4.3%. One final thing you need to know. We here in the United States already spend more than double per person of taxpayer money on healthcare than the average of all those other nations. That's what we do right now. This is why Obamacare must go. Just one of the many reasons it must go. We cannot play with it. We must destroy it. And once it's gone, then we can look at real healthcare reform. We've got to fight for our country. We've got to fight for our republic. And I hope that you will join me and continue to fight for this republic. To make sure you are informed, to stay informed. You see, right now we've got about 11 months. 11 months to go until the next election. 11 months until we get to tell those dirtbags who have worked so hard to destroy our nation that it is time for them to go home and stay home. I've gone long, haven't I? Yeah. Okay. There was more. It was good. But you'll have to tune in tomorrow. Maybe I'll do the rest of it. I'm very proud to say, look, since I've come to Iowa, I've been here about 8.5 months. There's no place in this country I would rather be. There's no place on planet Earth that I would rather be than right here in Des Moines right now.